Hi, I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN, there is in fact a reason why places like Minnesota and Detroit built domes. It's for days like today. Temperature well below freezing as we get set for this one. Cincinnati, Philadelphia. This ought to be good.
Henderson makes the nice catch and strike. Westbrook is at the 30. One man to beat. McNabb unloads this to the right sideline, and it's intercepted. Tackle. The ball's loose. The Eagles have it. Kitna just rifles this one, and Washington grabs the fastball. Kitna zings it to the right side, and it's... One man to beat, no one in front of him. Tackle that. Goes right up the middle and takes it upfield. Finally.
Field that time.
McNabb rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's intercepted. Dragged down. Kitna throws a bullet to the flat, and it's completed. Kitna rifles it out left side. Webster, 22-yard line. Johnson. Kitna uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's complete at the 45, 20, 15, 5, touchdown. Peter, it looks like the playoff race is shaping up.
Well, it sure is, Sam.
Makes a tough. Richie picks up Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Greatest game in the world, hands down.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. 4-yard line. His number called on second down, and
plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
McNabb makes the throw after the play action fake, and it's caught at the 40. Up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. McNabb since pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert,
they will start this drive at their own 19-yard line. He's in for the score.
John Kitna makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
Another touchdown. McNabb really rifles this pass, and it's intercepted. Tackled and gets the ball and heads left. Dallas down, 12 yards to go. Graham boots it from 46 yards out, and it's good.
Indeed.
Third down, empty backfield. Corey catches it left side. McNabb throws a bullet, and it's complete. Owens snags the
D, this could go anyway here.
McNabb rifles it out left side, and the ball is caught at the 28, 5, and touchdown. Akers bounces it up. Reed gets it off the bounce at the 39. McNabb throws a bullet, and it's... Buckhalter catches the heater left sideline, and Buckhalter cruises out. McNabb rifles it out left side, and it's cut for the score. Johnson will take this one off the toss, and Kitna rifles this one hard over the middle, and so that'll do it for regulation time. We're going to need overtime to decide a winner in this one. Kitna fires this one over the middle, and Johnson carries this one off to the right. Simon, third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down, 2 receivers to the left. Kitna goes into the left sideline, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Johnson takes his 13th carry of the... Warwick hauls in the pass, and Nizap. Johnson. Johnson dodges this one way out right and gets the touchdown.
Rudy Johnson plays some smash-mouth football here. Bam! What a punishing shoulder charge.
That touchdown will give him the lead late in the game.
What a play. You gotta love it.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Bengals come out on top 23-17. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Bengals stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. John Kitna was kind enough to give us a moment of his time, and he's on the field with Susie Calvert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You helped carry your team today, and you nosed them out in this nail-biter game. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
Today's win was huge. The coaches, man, it's all about the coaches. If it wasn't for our coaching staff out here, we wouldn't have got it done. So I give a lot of credit to the coaches. They were a big edge in winning this game today.
Back to you, Chris.
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Titans edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. The Raiders lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the AFC West. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Cowboys pick up their 8th win of the year. Joe Little Bighorn pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Saints beat the Panthers. Bengals, Eagles. Pat Johnson came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. The Bengals win this one by the final score of 23-17. Drew Bledsoe stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
We'll shift gears now just a little and have a look at a few trades that should certainly be of interest. Kimo von Oelhoffen leaves the Steelers and is on his way to the Ravens. And they obviously see that as one of the areas that needs improvement. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Anthony Weaver is just one of those guys you love to have on your team. He'll be an immediate factor for his new mates.
Up in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, the city by the Sound, we had the Seahawks put on a display and win by 21 points. Browns, Texans. Ron Dugan's set to receive the kick, and it's kind of a number. Whoa, almost like a wide receiver makes that catch. Now has to reverse field, but he's got a wall in front of him, picks up a big block at the 40. He's got one man to beat. He could go all the way, 78 yards. What a play. The Texans go on to win this by the final score of 39-35. Down in Tempe, Arizona, we had the Cardinals lose by 6 points. The Patriots got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Gillette Stadium. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Jason Sehorn will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 2 years, $2.5 million. This week had some big injuries, and we'll get to all of them, but we're going to start right here. Fred Taylor is arguably the biggest name on this list. The team doctors have reported a pulled hamstring, and he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. Now, on to even bigger news, as you may have already heard. Justin Smiley is officially on injured reserve. He'll miss the season, and of all the places you hate to lose established players, the offensive line has to be the worst. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Jets, Rams. Torrey Holt is always a guy to look for when you're at the 10-yard line, as they are right now. Here's the snap, the lob, touchdown. The Rams go on to win this by the final score of 31-14. The Colts won on the road and end their season on a high note. The Ravens won this contest and will now move to third place in the AFC North. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Packers win their 10th game of the season. Chiefs, Chargers. Priest Holmes is in his own territory, would like to get his team out to the midfield stripe. Takes the pitch, goes off right tackle, bursts through the hole. Look at him go! The 20, the 10, touchdown! 62 yards. The Chiefs win this one by the final score of 20-7. And last but not least, we had the Vikings come away victorious.
All right, Boomer, thanks. All right, folks, our playoff picture has now been officially finalized. So let's take a look at it now, shall we? We'll begin with a look at the AFC. And now, checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So the playoff matchups are set in stone, and we should have a few games that put the Wild into Wild Card Weekend. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
And then there were 12, the playoffs, right around the corner, which means it's time for our regular season awards. But first, my primetime players. The final round of game balls go to these Warriors, each with a standout performance in the final game of the regular season. All right, as promised, here's a look at this year's best of the best, our season-ending NFL award. Dante Culpepper, without a doubt, is going to take home the hardware in this one. You see the numbers on your screen, but numbers really don't tell the whole story. Leadership, work ethic, love of the game, that's what truly makes him stand out. He had, without question, the best year of anyone. Steve Air McNair has got to be our choice for Offensive Player of the Year, and you've got to be hard-pressed to find better numbers than that. Obviously, give a lot of credit to the rest of the offense, but this is the guy that was driving the car, so to speak. Brian Dawkins gets the nod as our Defensive Player of the Year, and I'll tell you what, there was no one better at taking quarterbacks and receivers alike completely out of their game. Great season. Phillip Rivers comes away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. You know, it's very difficult to come straight from college, be handed the keys to an NFL offense, but he stepped in and did a bang-up job. Watch out. He's only going to get better with age. DJ Williams was our Defensive Rookie of the Year. Hard to think of any young linebacker with better instincts for the football than he has. He wins it in a landslide. Edgerrin James ran away with the rushing title this year. Talk about a threat out of the backfield, my friends. Finesse, speed, a surprising amount of power, which he used to bowl over the few who actually managed to lay a finger on him. What a year. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN. the worldwide leader in sports.